Um, welcome once again to our lecture on how to craft a message. And I know things may be going a little bit deeper, but I want you to note down everything that we are reading, everything that we are learning, so that you can be able to craft a copy that is meaningful. So, how do we craft our message? So, the importance of a clear and concise message. So in copywriting, it is essential to have a clear message, as we've seen, and the message that you want to communicate to your audience. So ask yourself what you want your audience to do, think, or feel after reading your copy. So you've written, you have a really nice title and a subtitle that has captured my attention, and you've highlighted my motivations and my concerns and all the benefits of your product. So what do you want me to think or feel after reading your copy? Do you want me to feel motivated to take up, or do you want me to feel inspired to take action or to buy? Do you want me to feel happy that I have found something that will work for me? Or what is the feeling that you want me to experience after going through your copy? And how do you identify the key message that you are going or that you want to uh, pass across? So craft your message around your goal. So your goal is to help me learn how to invest. So craft your message around that goal. So what do you want your audience to do, think, or feel? I have explained that. And then how we do this is one of the techniques is by using stories. We use stories to drive a point down or to make something more relatable, more engaging, and to make you connect with your audience. So, for example, I have come up with a story, and these stories they do not have to be like it's you who have gone through them. It could be somebody else. Maybe you learned that from somebody else, or maybe uh, if you're in this field, maybe of investments, you've come across very many stories that you can tell in order to connect with a person like me who is looking to learn how to invest. So one of the ways that you can be able to craft messages that are engaging and that will connect or that will make me feel and do something is by using stories. So this is an example of a story. Let us go through it together, and I want you to note down all the pain points, the motivations, the next point, the next steps, anything that will capture your mind um, according to what you've learned. So an example of a story. So our avatar or our woman here is called Sarah. Let me zoom this. So our avatar is called Sarah, who is in her 30s. Remember, this is our target audience. And Sarah has worked every day as a marketing manager. I want you to note this. So she is working, she has a job as a marketing manager, and she's trying to make ends meet. So whenever you come across this story has to be resonating with your avatar or with your target audience. So remember, our target audience was a woman in her 30s who is probably employed, but she wants to increase her income. Make sure that your story is relatable to me. And she's trying to make ends meet while also trying to save up for her future. Yes, remember, our product actually is helping me to save up for my future. So Sarah had always been interested in investing, but she didn't quite know where to start. This is an objection. She didn't know where to start, but she was interested. See, she had heard stories about people who lost their life savings in the stock market. This is also an objection or a concern. I'm concerned about losing my life savings in the stock market, and I do not want to make the same mistake that other people have made. This is an objection. Make sure that you are addressing it in your story so that I can connect with it. One day, Sarah came across an investment product. This is now your product that caught her eye. It was a managed portfolio service designed specifically for women in their 30s. This is interesting because I'm also a woman in my 30s and I want a portfolio that is managed by people who are professionals. So the product promised to help Sarah invest her money in a way that aligned with her personal values and goals. This is very important. And then Sarah was intrigued and decided to learn more. So yes, even me, I want to learn more. So she did some research. Of course, people do some researches, and she found that the product was managed by a team of experienced investment professionals. This is you now who is positioning yourself as an investment professional who used a data-driven approach to select investments that were likely to perform well over the long term. So you have positioned yourself as this investment professional who has used data that will like that will let me know, or that will guarantee that I will not fail, because you are using data-driven approach and to select investments that were likely to perform well over the long term. This is quite interesting, and as a person who really wants to invest, then this is a person, or this is a company that I would want to invest with. So what Sarah liked most about the product was that it was tailored to her specific needs. So again, remember the needs. The team of investment professionals took the time to understand her financial goals. So what are my financial goals? I want to save up for my children's education. Maybe I want to build a home. So, and risk tolerance, and created a personalized investment strategy for her. So this story has everything that Sarah wants. It has her needs, it has her wants, and it also has captured her concerns or her objections, and it is quite important. And just check how this short story ends. So with the help of this investment product, Sarah was able to start investing her money with confidence. She knew that her investments were being managed by experts who had her best interest in mind. Over time, her investments grew. Remember, this is one of my goals. I want, of course, I want the investment to grow. And she was able to achieve her financial goals. I was able to save up for my children's education. I was able to buy my house. I was able to save up for my retirement. So thanks to this investment product, Sarah was able to build a financial future for herself and her family. She realized that investing didn't have to be scary or overwhelming. An objection is scary or overwhelming. With the right guidance and support, anyone could start building wealth for their future. I want you to take a notebook and note down everything that you've read here, and use it in your story writing or in your storytelling in your copies. Ensure that you're capturing the needs of your target audience. Ensure that you're capturing their motivations. Ensure that you're capturing or you position yourself as a professional in this area. How did your target audience overcome all her concerns, and what were the returns after she used this service, or after she had an encounter with you or with your idea or with your product? How did her life change? Ensure that you indicate all that in your story. However much short your story could be, ensure that you are able to capture all that. We've learned how to use a story in our copies. So people are naturally drawn to stories. So if you tell me that story, I will always remember it in my head, and I will not forget about Sarah. I will not forget that she also had the worries and concerns that I had, and I'll not forget that she used you as a professional to achieve her goals, and she's now living the life of her dreams. So use stories to illustrate your message, and make sure you provide examples to create an emotional connection with the audience. Stories are wonderful tools, or they are wonderful techniques that help you connect with your audience. They are amazing, and you should never ever miss to use a story in your copy. So that is one technique of while crafting your message. Remember to use a story or a compelling story. So other techniques for making your message more compelling are, and one of the technique is by using persuasive language, And I want us to go back to my Jamboard and we'll check some of the most amazing persuasive words that I know maybe you've come across them somewhere, but maybe you didn't know that they're persuading you to do something. So let us go to my Jamboard and we'll look at some examples of persuasive words that you can utilize in your copy to make somebody do something or to persuade somebody to do something. So let us go back to my Jamboard. Okay, oh, I think it must be here. Let me, I hope you're able to see this. So the very first word here is you. See, you using this word directly addresses the listener or the reader and can make them feel more personally connected to your message. So using the word you, it's a persuasive word. Another word that maybe you've seen it many times is the word free. So the word free is a powerful tool in marketing as it attracts the attention and gives the perception of added value. So you don't have to use free, but I want you to learn it because it's a persuasive word. Another persuasive word is new. So people are naturally curious about the latest and greatest product. So the word new can be very persuasive. So maybe you can, in our previous example, you can say this is a new investment product, blah, blah, blah. And this can capture people's attention because something new is something that has not conned anyone. It is something that has not ripped off anyone. And people are generally more curious and they can be persuaded to actually use it. The word save. People like to save money. So the word save is commonly used to make people or to persuade people to take advantage of maybe you're giving them a discount or you're running a promotion for your product. Use this word to persuade people to take action. The next word is easy. Easy. Using the word easy suggests that action being promoted is not difficult and it can be accomplished with minimal effort. So if my objection was that taking or going through this investment plan of yours is going to take me so much time, you should be able to include such a word, such a persuasive word, easy, so that you can manage that concern of mine. And then another word is limited. The word limited implies exclusivity and can create a sense of urgency, which can motivate people to take action. You can maybe tell me that you only are taking in 30 people on this investment journey, and if I really want it, I will work very hard to make sure that I'm among those 30 people. Another word that you can use in your copies is the word proven. Proven, people like to know that something has been tried and tested. So the word proven can be very persuasive in marketing. So ensure that you use this word. And then another word is guaranteed. This word is so powerful, and I know you've read it in very many copies. The word guaranteed can create a sense of trust and assurance. So everybody wants to feel that they can trust you and they want to be assured that they're not going to lose their money. So using the word guaranteed will create trust and assurance, which can be persuasive to the people, especially those who are hesitant to take action. And then results. People are often motivated by the desire to achieve a specific action or a specific outcome or result. So the word results can be very persuasive. And last but not least, this list is not exhaustive, so make sure you also go further and get more words that are more persuasive and that you can apply in your copy. The other word that I want us to look at is the word exclusive. So the word exclusive suggests that something is only available to a select group of people. As this can create a sense of status and exclusivity. Human beings want status and they want exclusivity. And these are a very persuasive word. So we've looked at all these words. Make sure that you are using them in your copies because they will help to create that persuasion that you want, and it will make people want to take action. So let us go back to our slides. The next one is, okay, let me take my laser pointer. The next one is using rhetorical devices, for example, rhetorical questions and repetitions. For example, use rhetorical questions or repetitions. Let us go back to my Jamboard and I'll show you an example of rhetorical questions. For example, if I'm the one who's selling the investment portfolio to this woman in her 30s, let me show you a set of rhetorical questions that you can incorporate in your copy to try and persuade me. Because remember, these are techniques to make your message more compelling. So let us look at an example or examples of rhetorical questions that I can use. Let us go back to my Jamboard here, and I don't know whether you can see this. Yes, I have zoomed it. One of the questions is, are you ready to take control of your financial future? Definitely, you don't expect me to answer this. It's a rhetorical question, but it's definitely addressing my need, my wants, and what I want. So another question is, do you want to make your money work harder for you? Of course I want. That is why I want to invest. Yes, it's a rhetorical question, but it's telling me that you know what you're doing. It tells me that you're ready to help me. Have you ever wondered how you can grow your wealth over time? Yes, I am wondering it right now, and that is why I am interested in investing. It's a rhetorical question, but it's highly targeted to me, and it's actually making me even more interested in your product. Another rhetorical question would be, are you tired of settling for low interest rates on your savings? So, for example, you're saving maybe in circles or in those in banks, and the interest rates are so low on your savings. So, are you tired of this? Yes, I'm very tired. So, that is a rhetorical question that would work really well. So, do you want to invest in companies that align with your values and beliefs? Oh, yes, I do. I really do. So, when you're crafting your rhetorical questions, keep your target audience. Remember to always keep your target audience in mind. Remember to know their needs, their wants, and uh, craft your rhetorical questions. Tailor your rhetorical questions around that, around your goals and how you're solving their needs. So those are examples of rhetorical questions, and yours may be different, but remember that each one of them, they are addressing your target audience, and they are showing them that yes, you are a professional and you're ready to help them as the authority. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so let us go forward. So in summary, creating a clear, compelling message is essential in copywriting. So use techniques like storytelling and persuasive language to create a copy that resonates with your audience and persuades them to take action. I have showed you how to use a story in your copy. I have showed you some of the persuasive words or this persuasive language that you can incorporate in your copy, and I've also showed you some of the rhetorical questions that you can use in your copy to persuade your audience to take action. So I hope we are together up to there and you are learning something, and you're going to make your copy stand out, and you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to be able to sell anything you want. So on to our next lecture. It is titled The Structure of the Copy, and that is like lecture 4 or 5, Structure of the Copy. That is our next lecture. See you there.